The real hustlers arrive for the start of today's scam. Jess scribbles 2 identical notes. One note is stuck to each loading bay door. So why do the team want delivery drivers to ring their number? Here's the answer. The team are going to park in the best place to observe the comings and goings in the street. The boys will wait out of sight while Jess keeps a lookout for any arrivals at the targeted loading bay. If a van does turn up, hopefully the driver will read Jess's sign and call her. She'll then send in Alex and Paul after convincing the driver to hand over the goods to her warehouseman. The hustler's van is parked here, enabling Jess to keep surveillance. Alex and Paul unload their trolley. They will keep out of sight here. But the plan might come unstuck. Jess doesn't know it yet, but this is her delivery van arriving. It's early and it's turned the wrong way up the dead-end street. This is dangerous. It's going to pass right by Alex and Paul's hiding place. The driver will be looking everywhere for his loading bay, and if he spots the boys hiding, it will blow their cover. The delivery van comes back down, and now Jess realises what's happening. Did the driver see Paul and Alex?
Oh yes, he's pulled up right next to the door. Fantastic.
He's going for his mobile. Jess must now play her role.
Hello, how can I help?
Yeah, hi, we've got a delivery for you. We're outside, yeah?
Oh, right, okay, we're actually having problems with the door. Are you outside right now?
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to send a couple of guys round just to help.
Thank you.
Okay, they're on the way now. Thanks, bye. Boys,
Come in.
ready, go for it.
We're on our way.
The driver is taken in and unloads his cargo, £10,000 worth of widescreen TVs. Meanwhile, the boys have come out of hiding. They're about to find out if they were seen or not.
You for 24, mate? We're waiting for a locksmith. Be about half an hour.
Yeah? Sorry,
Yeah, we got
get the doors
cart this
open
around.
today. Guys,
What we
come
got?
around. Is that it? Is that
The driver's fallen for it. He couldn't have seen them. Jess can afford a sigh of relief.
Where do you want it? Anywhere?
Paul signs for the delivery and joins Alex in loading up their booty.
you back?
Go the other side.
Hang on a minute, mate.
Wait a minute.
Incredibly, the driver hasn't suspected a thing. Not the crudely written note, nor the phone call, or even Alex and Paul decked out in fluorescent jackets and homemade security IDs. His load has been hijacked, and he doesn't even know it.
I'm having this one.
Jesse, we're ready for our van.
Well, how many?
Well,
Let's have a look. Way. Nice. I'll get the doors, yeah.
Said you had somebody who could buy one of these. Right?
It's time to load up and get away. This was no violent robbery, but a terrifyingly simple con trick that has stolen £10,000 worth of goods under the unsuspecting gaze of CCTV and under the nose of a professional delivery driver.
"20 minutes later, the shoppers exit, having made a purchase. And that's why this lady has just become the mark. She doesn't get far before she and her husband are stopped by a man in a fluorescent jacket.
I think I have them here. Is it a Toshiba? Yeah, excuse me, sorry. Did you just buy that from Taylor's? Yeah. They just asked me to stop you. I think there's a problem with the TV.
Oh, God.
And here comes a sales assistant to sort out the confusion.
Sorry. We're giving you the wrong one. That's a refurb. Sorry, you could put that down. This has just been...
Sounds like there's been a mistake in the shop. They've been given the wrong box.
There's a guy coming to pick this up. That's a refurb
You
for a
want me to bring it
hotel. No, he's just going to come and pick it up.
Is it your delivery van?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
coming. It's
All right.
the white van that usually comes in.
I can only wait for 2 minutes. Is that okay?
I'll come into the shop and I'll give you the one that you're meant to have. Sorry about that.
The security guard is willing to watch the box for a short while.
And that's going to be picked up. That belongs to someone else. It's a refurb anyway, so you need to have a brand new one.
The mark is happy with the official taking charge of the TV and heads back into the shop with the assistant.
We mixed up the box. That's why I had to rush and get you. If you just go upstairs and wait for me by the couch area, I'll be with you in 1 sec. Oh, I've got to give him the invoice. I'll be with you 1 second.
Can't forget the paperwork. The couple head up to the television department of the shop and are soon noticed by the employee that sold them the TV.
Back in again.
Yeah, we got a refurb TV. The guys told us to wait, so we're waiting for the telly.
It's a brand new box, Taylor. It just came from our warehouse, which is round the corner. We don't know.
There's a guy in here with glasses.
We don't have anyone with glasses.
There's no employee matching that description.
There's a guy down here with glasses. He just phoned us and told me. Are you one of the guys that work here?
Yeah.
Now, seriously concerned, the mark heads back downstairs to find the man with the glasses. Unfortunately, he's nowhere to be seen, nor is their brand new flat-screen TV. So how did the hustlers convince the mark to hand over her newly bought goods to complete strangers on the pavement? The hustlers were in position and on the lookout long before the mark arrived. Paul was outside looking for customers entering the electrical store, and Alex was already waiting inside. To the genuine shop staff, he looked like a customer.
No, just having a look around, thank you.
But when the mark walked in, he made sure to fiddle with some price labels, establishing himself as someone that worked there. Having observed the direction the couple arrived from, Paul positioned himself in their path, ready to intercept.
Yeah, excuse me, sorry. Did you just buy that from Taylor's? Yeah. They just asked me to stop you. I think there's a problem with the TV.
Sorry, you could put that down. I'm so sorry, that's my fault. I was meant to bring out the other one.
And once the mark had been separated from the box,
Yeah, purely my fault.
Paul loaded it into the waiting hustle van.
If you just go upstairs and wait for me by the couch area, I'll be with you in 1 sec. Oh, I've got to give him the invoice. I'll be with you 1 second.
Then Alex hopped aboard, and before the mark had even realised anything was wrong, they were gone.
I was going to wait with the guy, but he wanted both of us to come back. I can't believe we're so stupid, actually. And he walked us back into the shop and said, wait there, the television. We just thought he worked in the shop and that we'd picked up the wrong television. We assumed he worked in the shop as well because he was in the shop when we bought the TV. And now we realise that they've gone with the TV.
This scam is so convincing because the mark is faced with two figures of authority, a security guard and a shop employee. The natural reaction is to assume that they're both legit and do as they ask.
Never allow yourself to be separated from your possessions, even something that you've just bought. If there's a problem, take it back to the shop yourself and sort things out, even if it's really heavy.
This may not be Hollywood, but the stakes are the same. This is the valet steal. Alex is hanging around this patrolled car park He seems to be on official business as he measures up the surrounding area. But he is actually keeping a covert eye on this man, the car park attendant. Alex isn't going to rob him. He is after his customers and their cars. Alex's waiting game pays off. The attendant walks off on a break. Once he is out of sight, Alex slips past the gates. Alex's fluorescent jacket, security ID and clipboard now make him look like a real parking attendant. But will that be enough to convince a customer? There is no sign of a mark, but at least there is no sign of the real attendant. But every second spent waiting for a mark increases the risk of being caught. It's a mark. This is Alex's chance. Can he persuade the driver to hand over the keys to his pride and joy?
How long are you going to be, mate?
About maybe 2 hours.
Maybe 2 hours?
Yeah,
okay, just leave the keys in here. What's your reg number?
Ellen is there. Ellen.
Do you want it washed and valeted? We're doing a £10 deal. You're all right. You're good. I'm just going to put it up at the top there.
Okay then. You
All right? Yeah, I got it for you.
leave everything there, yeah?
Yeah, just leave everything here. It's fine. Okay, cheers, mate.
Oh, excellent. Sat nav.
This customer seems very suspicious of Alex. Even though Alex has got the keys, it's not going all his own way. The mark really isn't happy.
Yeah, fine. Just put it back in.
All Alex wants to do is drive away, and all the car's owner wants is to see his precious car parked up safely. It's no good. The real attendant could be back any minute. Alex has to get rid of the mark, so he pretends to park up. It works, and the mark leaves. Alex gives the mark enough time to get out of sight before taking the car for a spin. The mark returns to claim his beautiful car and is met by the real attendant and some very bad news.
I just come in as only out.
You just come in?
Yeah, 5 minutes ago.
You need our ticket?
Sorry?
You need our ticket? That's not our ticket. Our ticket's these.
Oh, who is this?
I have no idea.
Huh?
I don't know.
Who is this? Fuck, I just give this to somebody here.
It's just me.
Man. Else.
He's not taking this well.
Huh? You just tell me to give him the keys and...
We don't take people's keys off them.
Oh, you need my car.
No way.
Else, man.
The mark's world is crashing about his ears, but it's worse than he thinks.
Right, so basically what we have here, tons of house keys. The guy just left them in the car. You can see a little ring mark on his window screen, and I believe, bingo, sucker, and of course, sat nav. Now, what a lot of people do, to turn this on, is they store their home address. Now you've got to consider what I have here. Okay, we're at Southwark Bridge Road, so navigate to, there's a button here called Home. If I hit that, I've just now got his home address. I'm in his car, I've got his keys, I know he's not in. You do the math.
So what does the mark make of valet parking, real hustle style?
He just tell me, leave the car here and you can... I said, can I trust you? He said, okay, leave the car here and he'll park it for me. That's why I make me trust him with the green coat and everything. So obviously I was so stupid. That was a big shock.
With his car and household safe, it's a happy ending for this driver, but it could have been a nightmare.